how's it going, everyone? My name is Brandon, your host with the most, and today I have a special guest.
Hey guys, my name is Hailey. I am a poet and author of my book, Breathe In, Take Control, Proceed, and we will make sure we leave that link below for you guys when we're done.
Awesome. Welcome to the Age of the Comeback. All right. So, what was this episode for? This episode is for, are you an individual that is looking to cleanse your spirit, cleanse your energy, cleanse your space, cleanse areas of your body, the organs, so on and so forth? This episode is for you.
This episode is also for anybody who struggles with stress, sleep, or even focus and concentration. This episode is also for you guys.
Awesome. And third is, are you an individual that is looking to see where there's trapped emotion within the 7 cores within your body, to see where any potential blockages are that are keeping you from attracting the potential of your future towards yourself? This episode is for you. I'm excited. I'm excited. So we're going to do something pretty unique with this episode here, guys. This episode, we're going to start this episode off with a meditation. And the episode's name is Cleansing Meditation. Cleansing Meditation. Now, I'm not going to go into a description of the meditation because I feel like that's going to take away from the experience. So we're just going to jump straight in, take a risk, jump straight in, and we're going to jump into a guided meditation. Okay? So stay with me. Stay with me. We're going to make this a very powerful experience for both us, or myself, and Haley, and also you, our audience. Okay? Ready?
I am. Are you?
I'm ready. All right. So let's just take some quick deep breaths really quick to get into the mode. Straighten up your posture. Loosen up your shoulders. 5 deep breaths in. Then, first, we're going to start off with interconnecting our hands and connecting our thumbs to complete the circuit of energy throughout the body. Now, I'd like for you to shift your attention to the top of your head. It's called the crown. Shift your attention to the energy surrounding the top of your head. Breathe into that. Now focus on the space that surrounds that energy. Now say powerful phrase, focusing on the space surrounding that energy. And the phrase is, I bless you. I bless you. Now you can say that internally as well. Keep focusing on that space surrounding that energy and continue saying the powerful phrase, I bless you, internally. Now we're going to shift to our third eye, which is the brain. Focus on the energy surrounding the brain. Notice how your jaw and your mouth and your cheeks relax. Focusing on the energy around the brain. Focus on the space surrounding that energy. Now say the powerful phrase internally, focusing on the space surrounding the energy of the brain. Now let's shift to our throat. Focus on the energy surrounding the throat. Now focus on the space that surrounds that energy. Say the powerful phrase, I bless you, internally focusing on the space surrounding the energy of the throne. Now, let's focus and shift downwards towards the energy of the heart. Focus on the energy surrounding your heart. Focus on the space surrounding the energy of the heart. Breathe into it. Now say a powerful phrase internally, focusing on the space surrounding the energy of the heart. Now let's shift downwards towards the solar plexus. Let's focus the energy surrounding the core of the solar plexus. Now focus on the space surrounding that energy. Now say the powerful phrase, I bless you, focusing on the space surrounding the energy of the solar plexus. Now shift downwards to the sacral core, which is the genital region. Focus on it, on the energy surrounding that area. Now focus on the space surrounding that energy. Now say the powerful phrase internally, focusing on the space surrounding the energy of the sacral core. Now we shift to our last core, which is the root core. That is the lowest core, which is in between the genital area and your anus. Focus on that space, the root core. Focus on the energy surrounding that area. The groin area. Now focus on the space surrounding that energy. Say the powerful phrase, I bless you, focusing on that space surrounding the energy of the root. Now we're going to shift into finding our pineal gland in our third eye, the brain. What we're going to do is take a deep breath in, hold your breath, and push that breath towards your spine, pushing your spinal fluid up. So you're focusing on pushing and contracting your spinal fluid upwards until you find that the area where the pineal gland is located in the back of your brain starts to tighten. Let's begin. Release. Now that you've located your pineal gland, the tightening muscle, the tightening gland that is located behind your brain, connected to the spine. Once you reach the pineal gland, I ask of you to start contracting that area, because now we're going to start working out the pineal gland. So deep breath in, contract, push the spinal fluid upwards. And when you feel, and once you found the pineal gland, start contracting that area. 1, 2, and 3. And release. Gently open your eyes. And that is a cleansing meditation. Hands together. I bless you.
I bless you.
1, 2, and 3. Hey everyone, we just came out of a beautiful cleansing meditation, and I'm hoping that you guys follow along, because what we're about to speak on what we just experienced within that meditation. So powerful. Just being able to have methods in order to clean our spirit, clean ourselves, clean our spaces, clean our organs, and just be grounded. A surefire way of becoming grounded. Because how many times within our lives do we run around with such high wire energy that we're all over the place, discombobulated, and just not present? This is a surefire way to ground yourself and to become present within the moment. So, Hailey, you want to start first as far as what came up for you during that meditation, the cleansing meditation?
Sure, I'll start. What's coming up for me is just a lot of calmness, focusing on the inside instead of focusing on the outside. So much power, being grounded and focusing on my breathing, because our breathing is our friend, right? Yeah. So just focusing on our breathing, being calm, steady, and just clear minded, no stress. It really calmed my mental. I feel so stress free right now. So power, everything. So yeah. What about you?
Well, the more times that I do this, it's I get more and more grounded. That's what I felt. So when I first started off the meditation, what ended up happening was that I was so high wire that I couldn't stop shaking my legs. Yeah, it just kept. Yeah, so that's a reflection of my core or my root not being grounded. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, like what I experienced within this particular meditation was that it was just it was a grounding mechanism. Now, this is your first time doing this, right, Hailey?
Yes.
As far as the cleansing meditation. This is probably maybe my 10th or 11th time doing this. Now, let me just speak on my previous times doing this. Now, my experience of when I first started doing this was I had white flashes. I don't know if you experienced that when you went down.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's the cleanse.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you're focusing on the cores and you're focusing on the space around the core or the space around the energy surrounding the core, and you say, I bless you, and you see the sporadic white flash.
Yeah. I guess like a.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the cleanse. And man, I'm getting chills thinking about it because like it's powerful. It's powerful. So you experienced what I first was experiencing when doing this. And honestly, it continues to happen when I have a lot of trapped emotion within me. So when I first started doing this cleansing meditation, what ended up happening was that as we go through the cores, crown core, then the third eye, the brain core, then the throat core, then the heart core, then the solar plexus core, then the sacral core, and then the root core. As we're going down through this, when I first started doing this cleansing meditation, I realized I had so much anger still in my heart. So much anger still in my heart. And the reason why is because when it came down to focusing on the energy around the core, a lot of memories started popping up. A lot of memories, like a lot of crazy shit that happened in my past that like I have conversations all the time with if I had the opportunity to replay them. Mm-hmm. That's what anger does. It keeps you replaying memories.
Yeah, to bring up those emotions.
Yeah, to bring up those emotions. So that's what ended up happening when I first started doing this. So like, first off, like my brain, it would wander when I got to the brain chakra or the brain core. It just started to wander because that's my ego telling me this is bullshit. Yeah, but it's keeping consistent, staying true to it. Mm-hmm. Then going down to like my throat core, like I felt like the mucus, getting released like downwards, and then also my heart core. I cleansed a lot of anger doing this methodology here. Yeah. So that's my experience. I mean, that was a mouthful, I know. But yeah.
And then what you said about the brain is correct because when you get to the brain, it's like being in a roundabout.
Yeah.
You know, like you're just like going in a circle and you don't know where to stop. So everything is like replaying and replaying. And then when you get to the throat, did you feel like you had to, like it just feels like it's like releasing all that toxin that's coming up, you know?
Yeah.
So that's definitely my experience.
Yeah. And if I could say one thing about the throat core, so I put my wife Cynthia through this cleansing meditation as well, and when it came to her throat core, the trapped emotion that was there was guilt, and guilt because she never owned her voice. So there was so much pain there because she had so many opportunities to speak up, to defend herself, defend her kids, defend just her within the work area or the work life, just to speak up and own her voice. And she didn't. And like after the meditation, after the cleansing meditation, she just like was tearing up, crying, and there's a lot of shit that pops up, man.
Yeah, a lot of stuff comes up for you.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that pops up, man. Yeah, let me ask you something. What did you experience as far like the white flashes? Where did you experience the white flashes?
So I experienced the white flashes mainly in my third eye and in my heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
What came up during those, like what did any memories come up or did it like what popped up?
Well, for my heart, it brought up a lot of memories of past relationships that I've been in that were like really negative. And when I see that white flash, it kind of gave me the release, like letting it go.
Yeah.
Like you said, putting it into God's hands. So I had very toxic relationships in the past, and it traumatized me a lot and I held on to that. So just being calm and in that meditation allowed me to let it go, to let it flow through me and just, come out and not to be traumatized by it no more. So, and in my brain, I think about a lot of the anger that I also hold in my head, like being mentally unstable, not having self-worth and, not being able to use my mind to influence others instead I'm just like throwing negative thoughts at myself. So like just seeing that white flash and like, it was just like, okay, like it was letting go all of that negativity that I had up here. And it was just letting in all of the powerful things that I can declare for myself. Like you are beautiful, you are powerful, you're brave, like, and you're free. Like,
And it's one of those things that do we really take the time to sit with ourselves to process all of this, to have the white flashes of cleansing? Does that happen? Do we take the time to do it? And the answer is 99% of the time.
No.
There you go.
Don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people don't take the time to be one with themselves.
Yeah.
Like focus on yourself, focus on where your head, like your mentality, focus on, what's coming out of your mouth is also powerful, So, yeah.
Of course. Yeah, man. So that's my experience. And that's
Also, when it comes to the body, your body is a sacred place, So for the people who have no voice, like you said, for the people who don't set boundaries, like focusing on this area and focusing on the stomach and the heart, it's like also thinking about the people that you let in, the energy that you're attracting, the energy that you're allowing to come into your life is also influencing the energy that's coming off of you. Yeah. So if you're focusing around negative energy and you're around people who bring toxic stuff around you, it's just your body is going to be like, down, weak and everything. But when you focus on your body and you put the positions to be positive, and you put positivity in your mind and you're, shoulders up, walking with confidence and being, owning your voice and having that self-worth, it comes off, positive. Everything that's positive shows up for you and you remember who you are truly. Your authentic self, you walk with your authentic self. So that's also a big thing when it comes to focusing on your body and being grounded and knowing who you are.
Yeah. Powerful. Oh, man, right there. Just really quick, I just want to recap on what the pineal gland is and why we put that inside of our meditation here. Okay? Now, the pineal gland is primarily a gland that transmutates information. It decodes information. For example, when most people look at a bee, they scream in terror. Yeah.
I hate bees.
They scream in terror because the bee around you, that's all the information that you're taking in. Versus sight, you see a bee, you hear a bee, right? You hear the zzz.
Yeah, your first instinct is to run or to swim.
Yeah. See, and that's conditioning. However, let's speak about the pineal gland, about how that information is decoded, okay, from the conditioning. from a child all the way up to present day and age, right? Now, during that meditation, when we push the spinal fluid up to the pineal gland, what that creates is the flexing and the working out of the muscle that decodes information. So if you are a negative person, for example, and this is just an example, you're not a negative person, Hailey, right? But for example, the bee scenario, right? You look at the bee and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck? What do I do? Right? When I look at the bee, I'm like, oh wow, what a beautiful bee. And look at all of the functions it blesses our world with. You see, and that's because I used to be that person that was scared of bees. Now by flexing that gland that transmutates information and transforms information and that decodes information, you can literally decode all negativity into your life and transform that decode to positive.
Yeah.
And that's how to do it, through cleansing the energy through the cores first, and then pushing the energy from the root through the spinal cord all the way up to the pineal gland. Then just flexing it to work out that gland, to work out the muscle that literally takes in and computes information. Yeah, the pineal gland, the gland that transmutates or transforms information. And by doing the meditation of cleansing the cores and then pushing spinal fluid up to the pineal gland, you are then able to work out that pineal gland to literally transform information from negative to positive. So instead of attracting negative results in your life, you can now attract positive results in your life. So now, where I'd like to go next within this podcasting episode is just my feedback and my experience of what can potentially happen when the emotion is trapped. And you don't take the time to do cleansing meditations like this in order to remove that blockage. Okay? So because to remove that blockage is to let your energy speak to the universe. Let your energy speak to the universe as far as declaration, right? And as far as declaring what you want in this life. So now let me explain how that works, right? So when I was a very, very, very angry person and I started doing these meditations, prior to me doing these meditations, I was wondering why nothing was going my way. Everything I was asking God for, everything I was putting out to the universe wasn't coming to me. And I was a very negative person. Like how you said, I just, you know, yeah. And once I started doing this cleansing meditation, what it does, and those white flashes, I feel it's putting it into God's hands, putting it into God's hands, putting it into the universe's energy, putting it into a higher power to deal with, to heal yourself. So within those white flashes, I found my peace. I found my peace because I was able to cleanse those organs and cleanse those cores, removing the blockages that stopped my energy of declaration to bring forth the future potential that I wanted for myself. And now I'm doing podcasts and creating emotional intelligence and leadership content.
Yes.
So this is the potential I declared. However, I had to cleanse it.
And you had to be grounded for it.
Yeah. I had to remove the blockage. You see? So that's just my feedback on how emotional capture or like emotions being trapped within your cores can really postpone a lot of what you were supposed to receive and what are you going to receive. And it's really going to postpone the timing on when you receive it.
Yeah, because when you have that blockage, it's that all that blockage and negativity is just a reflection of what you're going to give out. So if you're being negative and you have all that blockage inside of you and you're like slumped and like down and like just being completely negative, that's all you're going to receive, you know?
Yeah.
So just remember that life is a reflection of what you give out. So you're going to receive what you give. So if you give love and you give respect and you give patience and you give happiness, then you're going to receive all of that. But if you're, you know, like you said, very angry at the world, you know, like that's all you're going to receive is anger. People are just going to be ignorant towards you if you keep giving out ignorance.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's also a big part of that.
Of course. Yeah. That's so powerful because next I want to speak about, like how you said, clearing that space to let in what you declare for yourself.
Yeah.
Then that's exactly where the mantra of focus on the energy surrounding that core and then take a couple deep breaths into that area and then focusing on the space surrounding that energy. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's how you cleanse that area. The white flash is pretty much taking out the trash.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
White flash taking out the trash.
White flash taking out the trash. There you go. Yeah, that's a good one. I love that.
The slogan.
Yeah, exactly. White flash take out the trash. There you go. Yeah, and that right there is where the expansion within starts to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can expand our skill sets externally forever. We can expand it forever. We can learn how to do anything in this world. We can. However, if we are not feeling worthy or if we're not feeling fulfilled, we will never achieve what we are desiring from that skill set. So it's the expansion within that requires to happen. So the expansion with the space around the heart, the expansion within the space surrounding the third eye, the expansion within the space of the crown, and so on and so forth, right? Letting that positive energy to surround these areas, these cores, in order for our declarations that we put out into the universe and we ask God for to actually come back in the speed of light.
And it's also very valuable to take into consideration. In order for those parts of you to expand, you have to release.
Yes.
In order for it to, like, you can't have so your heart, imagine your heart being in a box, right? Yeah. And then you have that space in between the heart and that and everything that's like your heart's here and then the box is here. In order for you to expand your heart, you're gonna have to break that box open. You're gonna have to let go everything that everybody told you, all those limited beliefs and everything that you had and things that people were, all that negativity, you're going to have to release it in order to attract all of the space that's there. So you can't expand love if you're still holding on to hate. You know, like people have to take that into consideration. In order for you to expand the heart, you're going to have to give away the hate. Like you're going to have to let it go, let go all of that hate, all of that negativity, all the negativity and the toxins in order to expand all of the love that you have. In order for you to declare and be able to actually do and be who you are and do what you want to do. So yeah, that's a very big thing that people take.
That's so powerful. All right. Well, we're at our recap here. Okay. So the recap is just a brief summary of the topics that we've learned today. Okay. Now the recap is, well, first off, just meditation, right? Who's it for? It's for people that are looking for a way to cleanse their body, their space, their energy, their organs, and to be grounded. And to be grounded. So this is a surefire way to accomplish that 100%.
And this is also for the people who struggle with stress, sleeping at night. If things are keeping you up, if you're an overthinker and you have trouble focusing and concentrating or just being, steady and grounded, then this is also for you guys.
Yeah. And just also, are you looking for a way to remove the blockage, remove the emotional trauma that's trapped within one of the cores in order for your declarations of your future potential to be attracted towards you rather than negate? This is also for you as well. Now, what we spoke about during this episode was how energy gets trapped, white flash, take out the trash. White flash, take out the trash.
Also, in order for positivity to grow, you have to let the negativity go.
Woo!
Yeah.
Oh my god! In order to let the positivity grow,
you have to let the negativity go.
You have to let the negativity go. Oh, I love that! I'm gonna write that down. Okay. And what else? Also, just our experiences as far as what happened during the white flashes. We spoke about the white flash. What happened with us internally? Me was anger with Hailey over here. It was anger that was brought up within prior toxic relationships. And then also the mind being
insecure and not knowing my self-worth.
Yeah. And the white flash, take out the trash. There you go.
White flash, take out the trash.
There you go.
In order for positivity to grow, you have to let the negativity
go. Yes. And then that leads to the expansion within. Expanding that area for the things that you declare within your life, that you ask God for, or you ask the universe for it to come and resonate with you. Yes. Okay, cool. So that's our recap. Primarily, just meditation is a beautiful tool to be in your arsenal. Also, as far as white flash, take out the trash, and
in order for positivity to grow, you have to let the negativity go.
Yes. And the pineal gland. Okay? Now you know where to follow me, and I don't know, and I don't understand why you haven't. Where you can follow me, Brandon at the Age of the Comeback, is just follow the Age of the Comeback, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Also, within the podcast community, I'm on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So there's no excuses, damn it. And you can follow Hailey at.
And you guys can follow me on Instagram at its.hailey._. And I'm also on TikTok at _RXCAN.__.
And that is our episode, guys. Take it easy, guys. And this is the Age of the Comeback. Recording. Got my notes right there. Good. And now.
We can't see ourselves.
Uh-oh. Can you sit back over there real quick? Melissa? Okay, I know.
Oh, because it's broken?
Yeah, leg is broken. Yeah, let's do it, man.
And flip that.
Yeah. Yep.
And back to my spot.
Okay. And actually, I'm gonna ask you to do a favor. Ask you to do a favor really quick before we start. Can you go over there and just check the angle to see if it's catching my whole body right here?
Pretty much, your body.
Yeah.
It's like cutting off like a teeny bit of your shoulder.
Okay. So what about here?
That catches all of that, but not your other hand. Pretty much, turn a little tiny bit that way. Right there.
Right there. Okay. Cool. All right. Looking good. Okay, and this guy is recording right here. All right. We're looking good. Ready? Okay. Ready? Okay. 1, 2. Wipe off the sweat. Take our breathing exercises. 1, 2, and 3. This is all you on bloopers. Don't shake off the nerves. It's fun. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be fun.
Okay.
And last one, the side. Loud sigh. All right. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. 1, 2, and 3. With a meditation, which is the genital region. Which is the genital region. Now, we're going to pause. Don't worry about it. All this recording right here. I'll put this in the bloopers.
There's so many bloopers.
Yeah. All right. Okay. What if you want to plug that more towards yourself? Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? 1, 2, and 3.
So what came up for me was a lot of peace. So like I felt so calm, just like a calm atmosphere connecting with everything that was, going on inside of me, not focusing on everything on the outside. So just calmness, feeling just like, like in, I'm sorry, you have to block this out, okay?
Sure.
Okay. Can we start over?
Yeah, it's a blooper.
Okay.
God, yeah.
Okay. So,
hell yeah. Okay. Let's see here. So we went over the 7 cores, and again, this is bloopers here, right? So, so we went over the 7 cores. Cool. Explain feedback. Okay, so let's get into feedback that's feedback on what potentially occur within each core. Okay, so Yeah. I tell you, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be funny. It's funny.
Yeah.
You see, like, you see how Sean does? Yeah, like, yeah, sure, man.
Everything is coming up for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. It's what's the one? So the third one is the third one is the white flash is a way to let go of that. Take out the trash, or white flash equals one thing that we didn't speak about though, that I totally slipped in speaking
That's
about.
how we met.
Well, that and then also the that and also the pineal gland. So on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, what else? All right, there you go. Done.